Now let's solve question number 5. The question is find total sales and total profits for each of the product for the year 2013. So this question is asking list each product, the total sales and total profits for the year 2013. So there's no query within a query, there's one query. So let's try to go ahead and try to solve this. So we want to display product, sum of sales, sum of profit. So we get this information from two tables, prod coffee and fact coffee. There is a joint condition which is already displayed here. And another condition that the date should be for the year 2013. The problem is the date, if you go back and look at the actual data, it has month, day, and year. So we have to extract only the date, and we'll see how to do that. Since there is sum, we need to group by. We have to grouping by each product. There's no condition on the sum. There is no order by requirement. So now we have a good idea of what is select, from, where, and group by. So let's go ahead and create a query. So query design. So we need the table fact coffee and product coffee. Close. So we need product, area code. We need sales and profit. Since we are trying to find the sum, we need to always group by. So if you go to totals here, click on totals, we get total here. We are grouping by product, grouping by the area. It's not area code, it should be date. Date. It's grouping by date. You are summing here by sales, summing by profit. The date should be equal to 2013. But the problem is the date is month, day, and year, or year, day, and month. So we have to extract only the date. So whenever you know that you don't know what to do, just go to help. Let's go and say extracting year from date. Let's search. It brings up a guide to expression syntax. Let's go and see what it is. So it now gives you a function that says you can extract the year from the date by a function called date part. So let's go and use that date part. So I'll go here. I say date part within parentheses y, close the double quotes and comma, and you complete the parentheses here. So it's date part, year, date. So you want this particular attribute to be called year colon date part y within quotes comma date. So we are done. So we have product grouping by, year grouping by, and only 2013, summing the sales, summing the profit, and if you run the query, everything is fine. It should work perfectly fine. You can go ahead and rename the result sum of sales, or you can call it total sales, total profit in the query. So you can go back to SQL view. It looks pretty complicated because of inner join. We won't go, we can do that later on, but let's look at how do we go about writing an SQL query from scratch. So select, you want to select product, comma, sum of, go to the fact coffee, you want sales, comma, sum of profit from fact coffee, comma, prod coffee, where we know that fact coffee dot product ID should be equal to prod coffee dot product ID, and we know that date part within parentheses within quotes YYYY double quote comma date should be equal to 2013. Group by product and semicolon. So we have select from where group by. If you have made some error somewhere, it might give you if you have typed in incorrectly, it might give you an error, but let's try run, and works magically. It shows expression 101, expression 102. If you don't like that, go to SQL view and then change it, and you say total sales, and then say total profit, renaming the results. Sum sales space total sales, run. It gives you a syntax error, say as, and as. The result is renamed as. Say run. So you can see that renamed. So even though the query seems a bit more complicated, but once you understand what you need, it's very easy to solve this query.